It definitely sucks that it's people that dictates where your life goes and how it will go. Like taking it by this perspective of creating content, it's up to people to decide whether your stuff is good or not and whether you make it or not. Like at this point, it's like you have me no matter what because I'm disabled, I get disability, and uh, that basically makes me into a content creator because there's nothing else that I can do. There's nothing that I can physically do or mentally do. I get mentally exhausted if I do it for too long. So by having that in my arsenal, I have something that guides me to making that decision versus like just being a person that's like I hate my 9 to 5 and I want to do something more fulfilling and something that helps me out more. But imagine if you don't get paid for it. You know what I mean? You're relying on people to give you the go ahead. You know what I mean? Like you're relying on people to say, yo, your content is good. You have some potential, but I don't have to rely on that anymore. It's more of like, okay, it doesn't matter if you have potential. It doesn't matter if your content is good or not. Just start creating stuff and just see where it goes from there because some people will never know. Some people will never know. There's people that go online and they talk about the most ridiculous shit. And sometimes it's the most nastiest shit. And they get so many views, and these people are, giving them the go ahead. And they're like, yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. I like your content. It's interesting. It's audacious, it's masterful, and you're just sitting there like, I don't even understand the point of this. Like, how are these people picking this person to do something that is so important to other people? But you have me for the long run because there's nothing else that I'm going to be doing. All I'm going to be doing is investing more and more into this craft because that's what I generally do. When I find something that I like, I invest in it. Like even if it's a crappy girlfriend, I'll invest in her as much as possible. You know what I mean? Like I'll bring up this story. Like there was one time when I was with my ex-girlfriend and I loved her, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get her a car. And what I was going to do, I wasn't going to get her like a new car or anything like that, but I was definitely going to get her a car because she hasn't had a car for a very long time. And it's not like I was annoyed of driving her around. I love driving her around, but it's just like when you're in those situations, you invest, do you not? Like, so I was like, I'm going to invest in this girl. I was going to give her my car, and then I was going to buy another car for myself. I wasn't going to buy like a new car. I was going to buy like a used car, something that I can get to from point A to point B with, because I haven't had a lot of money to play around with. Um, I'm not going to say that I was broke, but basically in my terminology, yeah, I was broke. I didn't have a lot of money, and the money that I had to play around with, I played with it. You know what I mean? Like I did not buy what everybody else was buying. Like everybody else was buying cars, everybody else was buying nobody was buying anything at that point in time. We were all 18 years old, and I was like one of the highest paid ones in the school. You know what I mean? Like when you work at Costco, you're one of the highest paying people around. You get paid $12 an hour while the minimum wage is at $7 an hour. So you're getting paid three plus two, $5 above the minimum wage. And and I'm just doing it at this point. You know what I mean? Like I'm just killing it. And all of a sudden, like, I just start buying weed and and that's where my money was going. Like, it wasn't going anywhere else. Like, I got myself an apartment, but soon after I got an apartment, I lost my job, and it was it was hell from there. It wasn't all butterflies and the birds and the bees and whatnot. Like, I was sitting there like contemplating life because I finally got rid of my girlfriend at the time. Like, this is the same girl that I was gonna buy the car for. And she was in and out of my life, in and out of my life. And I was just like not having it. I was so tired of it. But you know, getting paid that much and seeing where life goes after that, it really gets to you because you're just not 100% sure about where life is getting to you. But I kind of lost track of my thought right there. I'm trying to remember what the hell I was talking about, but I can't remember. But yeah, that was a little story about like uh investing my money and content creation. Haha, I got it. I got it back. Content creation. You know, it's kind of like having a really bad girlfriend and she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you. And you're just like, what the hell? Why are you cheating on me? I'm like the best boyfriend ever. So I'm back in that situation where it's just like I'm just a loyal boyfriend that's doing everything possible for this girlfriend that constantly cheats. And that's what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like, you you can try your best at content creation. You know what I mean? And you can have really good content, like really in-depth content. And that's what I see mine as. Like, mine, I sit down and I listen to it and I'm just like, okay, okay, like this is what he's talking about, and that's pretty interesting. Like, this is a new view that you get of the situation, and not everybody else really talks about their life, and this kid is talking about his life. And okay, that seems pretty interesting, but I get no traction whatsoever. But these people can talk about cleaning their buttholes with the same butt utensil for the whole family, and they get like 60,000 likes. And you're sitting there like, so you want me to clean my ass with the same utensil that everybody else in the house cleans it with, and then you'll like my stuff? Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I'm telling you, it's kind of like having that cheating girlfriend that will cheat on you to the end of the days. And I'm ready for her to cheat on me to the end of my days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't plan on getting kicked off of any of these platforms for talking about vulgar stuff or something like that. I think I'm going to do a pretty good job of keeping everything rated PG-13 where it needs to be rated PG-13. And I have OnlyFans where I can expand my horizons if I feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, all it's not all bad, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, am I looking for stardom? The answer is yes. Like, absolutely. I'm looking for fame, and I'm wondering where fame is at. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna keep trying. That cheating ex-girlfriend.